Thanks for joining us today. At 12:08 this afternoon, we received a call of a shooting that occurred at an address here. This is 11th Street. We're going to have this area blocked off for some period of time. Let me repeat that. On G Street, 11th to 12th. We'll have this area blocked off for a period of time, but just to give you some context, when officers arrived on scene, we made contact at the residence, and the person responsible for the shooting turned himself over to us. He was immediately taken into custody and transported down to LPD headquarters, where he is being interviewed. One person shot and killed in this incident. It was just the two of them inside of the apartment, so we don't have any other known witnesses at this time. Certainly, we would ask that if anyone is familiar with this location, and potentially, while I'm not releasing names today, if you become aware of the persons involved, if you have information, to please share that with us to help further the investigation. What I will release is the person who was killed in the shooting is 52 years of age. He did live at this apartment, and the person that we have in custody is 53 years of age. We know that he is from Lincoln and that they were known to each other. Just currently don't know if he was residing at this apartment as well with our victim or at another location in Lincoln.
There was a couple of task force members here. That was just unrelated, where they just happened to be in the area responding to the call?
I would suspect so. I don't have that information, but certainly when we have a shooting come out, a weapons type violation, if they are in the area, they do come to assist us.
Who called it in?
The person that called it in is the individual that we have in custody being interviewed.
Do we know the nature of the shooting?
I don't.
Process?
Nope, I certainly don't have that information at this point. Again, we have the person responsible. Again, he was cooperative and turned himself over to us. He is being interviewed currently. Just don't have any context at this point, and there was no other witnesses that we're aware of to provide us information.
Have you secured any weapons?
We do have the firearm that was used in the shooting in our custody.
Can you say if it was a handgun or something else?
I think I'm going to hold that information back just for the time being as we continue the investigation, because it's unknown to me if perhaps there were other firearms involved in the apartment.
Do you know if one shot was fired or more?
I don't have that information at this point.
Do you know where the victim was shot?
I know that it was in the head area.
Was the victim found deceased on the scene or died at the hospital?
He was not transported. Any other questions? Again, just want to remind those in our community just to help stay out of the area. Again, we'll have G Street shut off between 11th and 12th for a period of time while we continue to investigate, as well as contact anyone, neighbors in the area who can potentially shed some light for us on the individual that was shot and killed, and help paint a picture for us of what happened today.
Do you have an estimate of how long it will be shut down for?
It's a really good question. It is contained within the apartment, so I hope it will not be a prolonged period of time, but I don't have an exact time frame for you at this point. Okay.
Thank you, Chief.
Thanks for coming out.